What's up, friends? I have some good news. I finally figured out why my YouTube has been on restricted mode and I can finally see the YouTube comments properly. So anyway, I'm very excited about that. Okay, so let's see. I did get a couple things done yesterday off stream during my son's gymnastics. What was happening? Yeah, lots of like little things around icons and was I doing the recipients on stream? I think I did the recipients, but yeah, just like made a bunch of small improvements and stuff to the GradaText app, and now I think I'm actually at a spot in that app where I can start breaking things down into exercises. Still trying to decide if I should start doing optional dynamic segments and stuff like that, but I think I do want to leave that off for a later workshop to have some more advanced topics for the advanced workshop. I don't want to fill up the beginner workshop with too much stuff. So yeah, this is where we're at. So let's get into this stuff here. Actually, let's see here. This is the Epic Stack. Wrong thing. Get rid of that. This is actual GradaText. We want build React. No, that's not the one. We want get started with React Router. Here we are. Oh, it's over here. I thought I had it up. There it is. And we also have another editor over here. I don't know what that is. This is, oh, right, my just playground to see what's the default for ShadCN and stuff like that. So yeah, this is like it's not. I wouldn't say this is a full home page, landing page thing, but it's a lot. We've got our get started page here. We've got our recipients. Oh yeah, and I wanted to change from Vojta, not because I don't like Vojta, I love Vojta, but because this. I don't think that this is, but this like might actually be his real phone number. I hope it's not, because I published it like everywhere. But am I going to record? Henrique is asking. This will stay here forever. So you can always come back here later. Pretty sure that YouTube just like keeps it forever. So okay, so let's see here. I'm just gonna have AI do this. Let's make the phone numbers American and use the 555 fake phone number namespace. Let's also change the names to be names. Yeah, because some of these are like mom and dad and stuff. Yeah, we'll see what it does with that. Yeah, Enrique, you should be able to watch this on X later. So, John Smith, Mary Johnson. Okay, we're not going to have last names. People aren't putting their last names in here, but we're going to go with Bethany. Yeah, there we go. Just make sure all of these. Okay, good. Yeah, Mary is fine here. Robert. Emily. You know what? Actually, it probably does make more sense to have it be like dad and mom. Do you call your dad by their first name? Some people might, but I don't. Yeah. Amazing sister. Dad. Yeah. And mom. Yep, that makes more sense. Why are these all sisters? Come on, where's the brotherly love in here? Let's go with Jeremy. Yep. Cool. I think this used to be grandma. You know what? Maybe, why can't it be grandma? Or grandpa. Here we go. Grandpa can be the cook. Cool. Okay, good stuff. Yep. happy with that. And we've got this add recipient page. It doesn't actually do anything, but that's not for this workshop. So we have the routes that we want, and so now I think we're ready to start splitting things up. This is a very important moment because once I start splitting things up, then it actually becomes considerably harder to make changes. Not really hard, but it's just like I want to just get this ending point right so that we can get to this end and feel happy about it, and like we have logical places to go for each step. So anyway, let me just, I just realized I want to do one more thing over here. Ah! Oh, I know what's going on. My sound is messed up. There we go. Okay. Anytime I unplug my computer, things get messed up. Oh, by the way, I did get a haircut. Thanks for nobody asking, but some of you might be wondering, because you always do. Every time I get a haircut, somebody's like, you got a haircut. But I'm changing my hairstyle. It is going to be different. I saw somebody with a hairstyle that I really liked, and his name is Jeff. He was 831 on Beast Games, and I like this hairstyle. Let's see, can we like open image? That is very small. He ended up, well, spoiler alert for Beast Games, he ended up winning. Yeah, I just like our hairlines both are kind of recede in the same way. His maybe not as much as mine. And he has very full hair, and so do I. And so, yeah, I just thought that like this hair, kind of the messy hairstyle looked really good. I was surprised to find my barber was like, yeah, you're going to need a fair bit of product for that. And it's like, wait, really? I thought the messy hairstyle was like no product, but no, you need product to make it go in the direction that you want it to. So I guess I still have to deal with that. But I think that this hairstyle is really good. So anyway, we're changing the hairstyle for the first time in years. So hopefully it's not something I don't like. Okay, great. So let's fix up data, and then let's get started with we got our we need this readme to be MDX, and we'll start this out. We'll say final. Okay, there we go. So now coming over to this, it's final. Yeah, what the heck happened here? Why is it? There's something that's wrong with this. Am I getting nerd sniped of myself? Am I nerd sniping myself? Maybe a little bit. It's only when it's really long, maybe? Yeah, here we go. Inspect. There it is. I'm a little confused. I saw the flex grow. I thought that meant be tall. Well, this shouldn't actually be a problem because normally you'll have content in here. So we're going to move on and not be bothered by this. Dudonato is saying, good afternoon. What am I showing? I am building a workshop for React Router. That's what I'm doing. So hello from Syria. Good stuff. I'm doing great. I hope you're doing great. All right, so let's I need to have my notes. Here they are. Yeah, we made this decision. We're done with that. Yeah, configuring routes probably the first thing we need to do? Yeah, Vite and React are pre-configured. Everything's pre-installed. Yeah, okay, so let's delete that. Whoops, we're gonna say 01 dot, let's see. What would we call this? Like you're initializing the routes or create routes. Yep. README MDX create routes. Or actually, what we're going to be doing in this one is right in here, create the router. So maybe not create routes, but create the router. So create router. Okay, this is a to-do, and then we have our finished with the same title. And then we're gonna copy this into here. This will be O1 solution create router. Yep. Normally don't like the exercise to have the same name as the step. We might change this here in a bit. Okay, so here's where we get to just removing a bunch of stuff. So come down, let's see. Yeah, right here, where do we want this to end up? At the end of this first exercise, we're gonna add that as an optimization. So here, let's just tell AI to do this. Change this to the object format for routes and remove all but the app layout route. Okay, cool. So then if we come over here to exercise 1 and we look at the solution, start app. Something is wrong. Oh, right. This is why we have this. So the problem is I copy pasted a package JSON. It has the same name as another package, and that's not allowed. So I've got my Epic Shop fix watch, and that will go and auto update package JSONs for me. So let's try this again. Start that app, and now we're good. We get a 404 because we don't have a path. Yeah, let's see. I don't want to have a layout. We're just going to go with the home page. And in fact, let's do this. Element div, yeah, hello world, path. There we go. So we'll go in here, routes goes away, and components also goes away. We'll not do anything to styles. Main is going to be that. We'll have the router provider, but we will not have that at the start. Would you pay for a SaaS where you can create and store your last will and testament? I wouldn't, because I already have that set up. But if I didn't, would I? Maybe. That sort of thing, you just have to have a lot of trust in that company. I feel like it just feels like there's a lot of legal stuff that needs to happen, and like, how do they know when it needs to be? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Yeah, maybe. It sounds like a good thing that more people should be paying attention to. think we forgot how we go about React Router. Next.js is guilty of that. Oh, maybe. I honestly, when like the last time I was at a company building a big app that used React Router, it was already configured for me, so I didn't actually touch React Router very much. These days, React Router does a lot more for you, and so you're going to interact with the React Router a lot more because loaders and actions and stuff. But like configuring routes and stuff, I'm using file system routing, and so I'm not really configuring a router very much anymore. But I'm teaching it because some people have an existing app that uses React Router, so they need to understand how it works. And some people just want to build a spa, which you can still use React Router in framework mode, and I think you should, but maybe you don't want to. And so in any case, whether you will or you won't, understanding how routes are configured probably can be quite useful in your ability. So, okay, I think that strips it down pretty well. Yeah, and then you could go whatever and go there, and we get this. Should probably, if I'm gonna be doing, React Router stuff, I should probably fix this. We do have like forward and backward buttons, but they do not work very well at all. So I need to figure out how to make that work better. Anyway, yeah, create browser router, you get an array, here's your route. That's good. Thinking the next step to this, here's like a whole bunch of things that we could do just with this. Yeah, but I think that's really all we need right here for creating the router. And then we have an extra credit right here that is router elements. And in this one, we come in here and change this one to use JSX. And accept. Come on, you got it. You got it. Just update this file. No, you're updating the wrong file, aren't you? Aren't you? No, but I'll accept it anyway. And then we'll come over here and we'll swap them. There we go. That works. Cool. So then we stop this one. We go over to this one and it still works. Hooray. Whoops, stop. There we go. So from, yeah, that's too bad. It's just barely long enough. I want it to not do that. What if we just do, yeah, well, it's fine. Maybe I add an exclamation point. There we go. Yeah, we want to be excited about this. Yeah, sure. Yeah, so then on step 2, this one will be router elements. Okay, good. And then we're gonna make this is problem, and this will have yeah, import from React Router, and then yeah, yeah, oh man, it's been a while since I've made a workshop, and the AI has gotten much better. This is gonna be great. Okay, use the create. Yeah, we're gonna. Yep. Okay. The route element should be a div with the text hello world. Okay, and then export the router. Here, let's see. Create a router object using, yeah, there we go. It should have a single route with the path, yada yada. The element, yeah, that's more of a Cody thing. The element should be a div with the text hello world. And make sure to export. Okay, great. So then in here, import it. Oh, whoops. And then we've got our router provider. And here we're going to say to do. All right, awesome. So now we come back here. We're going to go problem or playground. We're going to say set to playground, start the app. And the playground has this to do. And then I go to my files. I go to routes. I wonder if there's a way that I could like number these and say, this is where you should go first. That would be kind of interesting, also kind of hard. We can look at the diff and see those are generated nicely. I'll tell you what, this is a really great app to use to create workshop experiences. It's very good. Okay, so we go to our routes first. I'm in the playground, so yeah, we're gonna import that. And then we're going to do that. And see, this is the thing. People are like, well, you're just, AI is doing everything. Yeah, it is. Welcome to coding in 2025. The trick is knowing how to interpret its results and make sure that it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. So yeah, it is going to know exactly what to do. Your job is to read the instructions, understand them, and make sure that it's doing what it's supposed to do. And yeah, you do have to actually try and understand what it's doing. Okay, anyway, we come over here to main. We're going to do that. We're going to import the router, and we're going to do the route provider with that. And boom, we get hello world. Cha-ching. And we're solid. Okay, good. Oh, you know what? I just realized I was supposed to fix this. Yep, that's what I want it to be. Undo. Okay, cool. So that is exercise 1. Ta-da! I have to do a lot of writing and stuff, but that's pretty much, that's how it works. That's how I do things. That's actually step 1 for exercise 1. We need to do a step 2, and that I copy the solution from the previous step. And that becomes the problem for the next step. Router elements. And then we come in here to our routes. And we can go right here. We're on the solution for part 2. Oh, whoops. Yeah, here we go. Look at the diff right here. And then I can say, oh, okay, that's what I need to have them do. For the route. component from the router. And then, let's see, how do I change this to instructions easily? Instead of using the array, use create to create a router. With the route component. And there will be instructions. Man, I don't know how this keeps on turning on. This keeps on. Yeah. Okay, so then if I come over here to the playground, set that, open up the files, now I'm in my playground. And there we go. Very good. And if we run it, it should actually run. Ta-da! Very good. Now here's the question that just came into my mind. When should I start writing tests for this? Might be useful to have a single test that checks that hello world shows up. So if I check out my performance, I don't want to write tests too early in the workshop stage because I might end up changing a bunch of things and all that test work was for naught. And so I need to balance that. But I think having just the tests established and set up would be a good thing. So we don't need to do that in browser test stuff, but let's look at our package.json test. No, what I'm looking for is here. If we look at package.json here, yeah, okay, so coming over to this guy, we're going to need playwright in each one of these guys. P comes before T. Okay, let's get the latest version of playwright, whatever that is. Get that installed. Okay. And then I think we also will want to have our setup custom do playwright. No, it doesn't install playwright. Ooh, probably should. Well, we'll deal with that later. And then we need a test playwright config ts file. It's a JS file. Pretty sure we can do TS. What are you complaining about? Is this ESLint? Oh, okay, yeah, so our... Okay, cool. And this will be our Epic React router. Or Epic Web get started with React router. There we go. Okay. Yep, that all looks good to me. So then, a new terminal here. Oh, right. Where'd my, there it is. Okay, no tests found. Yeah, that is correct. There are no tests. I did not make a test. Okay, and yeah, we did some pretty crazy things to test the performance stuff. Like crazy. Window, DevTools, global hook, enhance existing hook. That's this own function here. Man, yeah. And I did use AI to help me with this, but this is before AI was as good as it is now, and it was hard. But yeah, we don't have this problem anymore. Woo! I'm gonna go here, wait for that. Okay. And verify hello world is rendered. There we go. All right, cool. Now this should fail because we're running this on the problem. We don't want to call it memoized either. It's waiting. It's going to time out after 15 seconds. We should probably reduce the timeout. So this should be greeting or router. There we go. Okay. Reduce the timeout to 500 milliseconds. No. No, I mean for the entire test, or for the assertion. Yeah, I guess probably both. Yeah. Honestly, we probably don't need to wait for network idle either. Yeah. Okay, cool. So now here's what's neat about this is if we go back, now we look at the diff. Here, let's actually open the diff, full page diff. So we're at 1.1 versus 1.1 on the solution. See all these differences? And I'm like, you know what? I want to take everything that's in here in the app 1, the stuff that's in the red, that stuff actually needs to go into app 2. So I hold down the Alt key or Option key, and boom, it goes over there. So that's cool. Except that does need to be different. You'll notice it doesn't show up in the diff because the name changed. But if I change this to false, now it is going to show up. And that's because I know the names are going to be different. So if the only thing that's different is the name, then we exclude the package.json from the diff. Ha. Why Playwright, not Cypress? That's a great question. I actually have answered that on the Call Kent podcast. So if you go to kentcdodds.com/s/ and then any search, Playwright, then it will show you all of the things that I've got about Playwright on my website. So we got Playwright support. Do you have thoughts on Playwright? Would you recommend using Playwright or Cypress? So that's neat. I'll throw that in here and you can go take a look at those. Nobody knows about this page, but I use it sometimes and it's quite nice. And if you get it just right, so if I said Playwright support, then it'll direct me straight to that episode, which I think is pretty rad, I must say. Okay, let's just close up. Hold on, is that still running? Should probably close that. Anyway, so now, yeah, that needs to be different. That needs to be different. This we need in app 2. This we want in app 2. And these changes we want in app 2. And then I can go to the next one. Now it's between the solution and the problem in the next one. And yeah, we want this to go over here, except this one should be problem. Actually, you know what? This should be fixed automatically. But we'll, O2. Yeah, whatever, it's fine. We'll let that be fixed by the fix script. And then, yeah, we want that over there, and we want this over there, and this over there. Now, if it was a lot of changes, then I'd probably do things a little differently, but this is pretty easy to just kind of hopscotch them over. Yoink. Yoink. So that's like creating these files or overriding these files. It's really, really cool. Spent a lot of time making this work nicely. And what we get as a final result here, actually one more thing. Let's get, I'm gonna copy this so I can easily update that myself, because this should be that. And then Playwright also should get over there. The router test will have it go over there. And update the node config. And then yeah, these routes will show up eventually. Yeah, so what's super duper cool about this now is I can come over here, and here we'll go to this / test. And now I'm looking at the test tab for the problem. This is not something people who are using the workshop are going to do much. And boom, look at that. It failed. Now I go to the solution and run that test. And boom, look at that. It passed. Go to the next one. This one will continue to pass. I'm not sure how I'm going to actually test that they're using the React elements for that. I could do some wacky stuff like I do with the performance workshop, but I'm not gonna. We just got a delivery from Amazon. Blu-ray discs for Fiddler on the Roof and Chronicles of Narnia, all 3 of them. Those are good. Okay, sweet. So yeah, all the tests are working. So that's awesome. And the test output, oh man, it's just so sick. This is the sweetest thing. It is so cool. I love it. I love this app. I love making workshops with this app. It is so, so great. Now here's the other thing. Once I get a lot of these, I want to be able to run them all. And so I've got a test script right here that I'm going to copy. And we'll go test.js. And let's bring in all of these here. Let's please install these in the Epic Shop directory. Install the necessary dependencies. And then let's go package JSON in Epic Shop. I think there are deps in test.js that aren't in package.json. Yeah, there we go. Yep. Accept that, run that. Uh-oh. Accept that, sure. Cool. Okay, good stuff. Thank you. I'm just gonna double check your work here really quick and make sure we got the latest versions of all these. I'll be pleasantly surprised if we did. Yeah, snap. 631.8. All right, so not on that one. Whoa, definitely not on that one. Jeez. Huh, that's kind of interesting. Yep, okay. Good, good. So then, here's what's cool about this script. Now I can run node epic shop test, and I can select which ones I want to run. And if I select just one, it's like, sweet, I'll just run that and output the stuff and you'll be good. If I select all, then it just runs them one at a time, and it only outputs the output if it fails. If it succeeds, then it's like, yeah, okay, you're good. And then it'll give a test summary. It's so cool. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Yep, that's all good. Close that guy. Close that guy. Close that guy. So yeah, this is good. I'm actually, oh, right. I know why that one doesn't work. 99 router test. So this should render Grata text. All right, so now, oh, here's another cool thing. I can say, yeah, what is it? There's like a filter thing I put in here. We want exercise 99 dot step 1 dot solution. And it failed again. Oh, right, because we saw it in a couple of spots. Because we do render that. Get all by tag, or, yeah. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, get by role. Oh, bet by role. Get by role. Heading? No, the header. This is in the header. Banner, all right, that works. Sweet, and, oh, and we can add additional flags too. I thought we could. Maybe I need one of these. No, okay, maybe not. Anyway, it's working now, hooray! And so this is pretty cool too. I can say exercise 1, all the steps, just their solutions. So all the solutions in exercise 1. Yeah, and then all the problems. Oh, whoops, that's not gonna work. What's the O? Oh, actually, that's right. Everything that has an O in it. Here we go. Everything that has a P in it, so the problems. So the first one will fail, second one will pass, we get our summary. It's a pretty cool little script. And it means also that I can come into my workflows here, test. Oh, it looks like this failed to work. Okay, well, we'll just make it work for this one. Also, I'm going to scooch over here a little bit because my neck is tired of looking. I wonder if I can like, yeah, it's fine. Okay, so, close all the things, except for that one. Close others. And go to GitHub, validate, come down here, name, test. How do I do that in here? Yeah, prefix Epic Shop, yeah. Yeah, here, we'll do this, yoink. Except we'll uncomment these, get rid of this, and it's not in browser, they're all in browser, so. Test setup, oops. On both of those. Epic Shop package JSON. Yeah, scripts. Okay. I think Oh. Oh, yeah, I guess I haven't set that up yet. No, I have. So what? It's reading the wrong package JSON, I think. It's determining the workshop root in the wrong spot. Yeah. How is it making that mistake? Oh, this actually might be the thing that was not working. Let's see. Let's try that, see what that does. There we go. Okay, what if I have CI true? Okay. So we want this to be, yeah, everything solution. I think that'll run all the solutions. Yep, that's what we want. Final failed. It's already in use. Yeah, that's right, because we are still running it. Let's go here to admin and forgot. I thought, oh man, I never added a stop button. Okay, so we go here and stop. There we go. Okay, so then we can get rid of this. This is the command that we want. This guy. Run that. It should pass with flying colors. Very good. And this is what we want to have run then. Actually, you know what? I think let's do .s right there, and then this guy can just do that. Okay, cool. What this means now is that we will have some small sense of security as we make changes and stuff. Add code for first exercise. Now, let's watch that action go. Get started with React Router epicweb.dev. Yeah, so this is about to get, man, 26 people all of a sudden. I know these people. Some of them, they're really great. Woo! Yeah, good stuff. Why did I change to light? Because I like natural light around me, and when I've got natural light around me, dark mode is hard to see. It's funny, when I was working in an office years ago, I was like the first one who showed up. So I turn on all the lights, and then I'm working, and then somebody else comes in and turns them all off. Like, what the heck? I turned all those lights on. I want to be able to see. It's kind of funny. Yeah, that's why that's why I use light mode for VS Code, is because I want to be able to see. Okay, tests are working. Boom, baby, look at that. Heck yeah. Yep, this is great. Very happy. Yep, this is very good. Very, very good. Okay, good. So now we are in a good spot where we can continue to make exercises. And so basically, at this point, now I have the beginning and I have the ending. And so I go to this diff right here that compares the first exercise to the final that I have. Of course, it's not going to be exercise 99. I just put it there so it's at the very end always. And the object is to make everything in the source directory go from where we are here, and actually let's just go from the last solution. So now I have to go from where we are here to the final. So it's like whatever it takes to create the rest of these routes and explain the process and all of that stuff. So yeah. There will be some things in here. We've got links that we're going to be doing. So yeah, like if I'm thinking about what concepts I want to teach and things, some of these will have diffs. It won't be just like created out of thin air. The 404 page, they're going to create stuff like that. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm rethinking the 404 page. So right now I just have it as a splat route. Which I think is correct. Just don't have a way to actually have a status 404 in a SPA, and maybe that's just it is the way it is. There's no way to avoid that. You need a server to send the status code, and you don't know what doesn't match until you get there. So we don't have error elements in here anywhere. But really what this should be is we need to have yeah, let's see. Here's the other thing. I could also do a fragment here instead of a route. I think I want to just do the route, but anyway, so we have the not found route, but then we also have the recipient route where we show this. And I think I would rather have this throw an error and have an error boundary. Okay, let's do that. And let's do 99 routes here. Please add an error boundary to the recipient module and configure that with the routes. Move the UI from the recipient route for handling no recipients into the error boundary so that when there is no recipient, the error boundary is shown instead. It'll figure it out. There we go. Hopefully it puts it at the bottom. That's where I would put it. Yeah, recipient not found. Okay. Let's actually put the error boundary in the same file with the recipient route, so all of that can be co-located. Let's also throw yeah, I'm not sure. I think actually I'm fine with what it's throwing. So in Remix, I would throw a response, but I wouldn't do that in my JSX, except in a RSC world. I would actually do it in my loader. So I think I'm fine just throwing an error. Once we add loaders, though, we can move that logic there. Yep, okay. So we're gonna, yeah, accept that. And we're gonna accept all because I'm pretty sure it got it right. So we get our error boundary, error element, beautiful. And then our next file, accept this. We got our recipient error boundary, and we're gonna throw that to the bottom. And so if there is no recipient, then just throw and let this thing catch it. And we'd probably say unknown error. Yep, there we go. Okay, so what that means is if we come over here to 99, is that still running? I thought I stopped it. Okay. Then we go to recipients, recipient not found. That needs to have some padding, I would say. Padding Y8. I mean X. There we go. Yep, that looks better. With ID not found. We're not getting library load, which is kind of annoying. Why does that keep happening? I do not know. Whatever. Okay, great. So that handles that. It's nice. And now we're teaching error elements and error boundaries. We're touching on that at least. Is there anything else that we probably should teach here in this? I'm pretty sure error boundary would be the same. So like if I did error boundary, this would end up being the same result. Yeah. So how do we decide between them? We'll probably just talk about them both and then just do one. We don't need an exercise on both. Just have to, somebody remind me to not forget to mention the error boundary option. Hydrate fallback is irrelevant for us for now. Yeah, that's advanced. Has error boundary. Yeah, that's also irrelevant for us. That's kind of interesting that we even have those options in the types. Yeah. Yep, lots of this stuff doesn't really apply unless you're doing hydrate fallback. That is if you statically generate a page, and you depend on some data. Let's see, how do I explain this? I've never used it myself, but I think it's it's like when if you're gonna server or you're gonna server generate SSG a page, then this is what's going to be rendered for anything where the data isn't available yet. I think it's actually beyond just SSG. Let's learn it together. Hydrate fallback. Here, this will explain it. We can provide a fallback that will show up before the app is hydrated, rendering on the client the first time with hydrate fallback. I think, yeah, so this is in framework mode. Yeah, so this is using routes TS, and so that's the framework mode stuff. And I think this is server rendered stuff too. Let's just see if we can find. Yeah, I don't like this API reference thing. I think it's interesting, but it does not do a great job of actually explaining what these things are. Yeah, that just is not. Yeah, they're working on it. They are actively working on the docs. On initial page load, this is where it's confusing. On initial page load, with library mode or framework mode, SPA, SSG, SSR, the route component renders only after the client loader is finished. Yeah, client loaders. If exported, hydrate fallback can render immediately in place of the route component. Yeah, okay, so I've got it, the way to explain this. So, no, that's not quite right. It is just the initial load. It only really applies if you have a client loader. So even whether you server generate it or server render it, if you have a client loader, that client loader needs to run before you can render the component, because the component relies on the data from the client loader. And so adding a hydrate fallback, so if you don't add a hydrate fallback, then it just doesn't render anything until the client loader has run, and then it can render stuff. But if you add a hydrate fallback, then it will render that until, in place of the component, until the client loader is done. There you go. That's what it is. FCP before hydration, I guess. FCP. What is FCP? First content paint? Yeah, sort of. It doesn't like hook into any browser specifics or anything. It's literally just, we have to wait for the client loader to render the component because the component depends on the client loader. We're not gonna show anything by default, but if you give us a hydrate fallback, that's what we're gonna show instead. Yeah. Stretch your pants. It's for the fun. Give me a high five if you recognize that reference. Okay. I don't think we were going to do hydrate fallbacks here because this is all SPA stuff. And so it's, and we're not doing any loaders or actions. So it's irrelevant for us. But I do think that error boundaries make a lot of sense. So we're going to put that there, and that will be nice. This workshop is getting bigger than I thought. What we could do is on Epic React, this workshop, this first one, the React Fundamentals, has got 10 sections. And then I took the first 4, where's tutorials? Tutorials. Free tutorials. I took the first 4 and made a get started with React, which was just exactly the exact same thing. First 4 exercises exactly. Same videos, everything. And made that free so that you can kind of dip your toe into it a little bit. So I think that might be what I do here, is we'll have the get started with React Router, which will be free, and it'll be the first 4 exercises, the first couple exercises. And then we have a React Router Fundamentals, which will have those same exercises plus some more. That's probably what we're gonna do. We gotta build it first though. So, where are we at now? Nope, want that. Want that. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, okay, close others. I don't know what this is yelling at me for. I'm pretty sure we're fine. So we're gonna just reload, or TypeScript, or restart TS. Wait. Oh, I'm not in a TypeScript file. Ha. There it is. All right. Still, we got red nonsense. It's really annoying. It doesn't matter, but it bothers me anyway. Okay, where are we at? We've got this add error element. That makes me feel a lot better, actually. That is the way we do that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at this. We're going to work backwards. So we have the beginning, we have the ending, and we're going to work backwards to get to the beginning. So let's do... Actually, let's not work backwards. I know what I'm doing. Let's go forwards. So after we create the router, the next thing that makes the most sense would be, let's actually do the, part of me wants to do the not found route, so this splat route, because then as they're going through everything else, they will see that and have a link back to the homepage. It'll just make it easier to develop everything else once we have that. And frankly, it's actually a pretty good route to make as an early thing that you do for handling that. Kind of makes me think we should probably have a generic error boundary here as well. It's just like something bad happened. Yeah, let's do that really quick. So if we go here to our app layout, for example, throw new error. See, look at this, unexpected application error. This is not a great user experience. And so we can go into routes here and we could put it right here, but then we're not going to capture errors on the sign up and even in the not found. And so we're going to add it right here. And that's why we have a route here instead of just a fragment. Haha. Error element. And we've got a nice error boundary in the Epic stack, but it's not quite, it doesn't quite match because we've got responses and stuff that we're handling. So unknown error boundary. Let's just make that here. Danger foreground. Sweet, thanks for making that look actually kind of nice. Let's see. Give this more, give this more padding and bring it down from the top. Maybe center it. All right. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, cool. I didn't realize this, but I double clicked on this and it's centered. So that's cool. Double click, center. What? I am definitely using that. That is awesome. Error boundaries for more granular places in the application. Yay or nay? Yay. Definitely yay. Absolutely yay. So here's the thing, is like if there's an error inside of here, that happens, throw new error. So now, let's get rid of this guy. Everything's happy. I go to this recipient. And because I have an error boundary there, I still have access to the GRADITEX, the recipients, all of that stuff. So we're a lot better off having error elements that are closer to the UI where they show up. Whereas like, here's one where I don't have an error boundary. So if I go back and I say new, then like I can't click anywhere, I don't like nothing. So that's not good. You want to have error boundaries that are closer. But like it's kind of like, do you put a try catch around this block of code or around like its parent calling function and stuff? And you're not going to put a try catch around every single block of code, right? But like if you can think of an improved user experience by putting things closer, then you probably want to do that. Okay, there we go. Unknown error boundary, check. Glad that we did that. Add general error boundary. Oh, you know what? Actually, we can improve that general error boundary a little bit, just a little bit. Go ahead and grab the error and log it to the console. Do we need to log it to the console? I don't know if we need to. I think maybe it logs to the console already. Come on, use route error. Is that not like, right? That's correct. Okay. So here, if I go to new recipient, throw, go here, console. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we already get that logged to the console. So maybe, yeah. Let's add okay. This is a bad error. Let's give it a little bit more. Give this a bit more space, and should we like and visually separate it as well. I want to like kind of want to put some sort of background on it or something. I don't know. There we go. Yeah, whatever you did, happy about that. Like that. Okay, cool. So what's nice about this is now if as people are working through things and they make some sort of mistake, they'll at least see a nicer error page. So I think we'll do the errors early in the workshop. Woo, wow, doing lots of words. Just want to make sure it scrolls. Yep, that's what I was worried about. Yeah. Make sure that this breaks. I think actually I'll just do break all. That should do it. No? All right. Make sure that this breaks and doesn't cause its parent to scroll. Yeah, sure. I don't know what you did, but let's see if it worked. Nope, definitely didn't work. All right, what are the break options? Break. There we go. What if there are no spaces? So now this doesn't scroll, but now I don't have access to this. I thought overflow auto would make it so that it scrolls. Maybe putting it in pre is not a good idea. But I do want to preserve like line breaks and stuff, so there we go. So white space break spaces, it's probably because it's a pre, that's what's going on. So we turn both of those on and we will not have problems. So that's good. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Beautiful. We're not going to tell our users to check the console. Okay, great. So that takes care of that. Here, let's see what our AI can generate for us as a message. Yeah, sweet. That's what I want. sync changes. And now let's do errors next. Hold on. If we take a look at our current route, all we have is this one. We don't really have a place where errors could occur. We need to start doing, we need nested routing first. Yeah, we need to handle nested routing. The only place we do nested routing is pathless, which is interesting. We do have, did you notice, by the way, that the highlights change? Look, it's a darker red here and a lighter red or a darker green here, and also dark mode as well. So what? Lighter red, lighter green. Yeah, I put thought into that. We got blue, red, and green. Yeah, very happy about that. It was pretty cool. It's the little minor details that are fun to do. Yeah, so the only real, like we do have nesting going on here, but the only visual nesting we have is with these pathless routes. All the pathed routes don't have children, which is interesting. I think what I want to do is we'll just start with the homepage route and the about route, and we'll do linking next. So linking between those two. Yeah, we're not going to do errors early on. We just can't do that. I need to sit. Okay. Oh, it feels good to bend my knees. Just answering a quick question on Discord. Give me a moment. Here, let's throw this in a thread. Need to grab a link to the Epic Stack. I have a short URL for that. Okay, there we go. Will the workshop include framework mode? Yes, the series will. Not this workshop, but probably advanced React router, maybe. Yeah, we'll absolutely get to framework mode. Yeah. Hey, maybe we'll even build our own framework with React router. It seems like a thing that they think is cool, and I think it's kind of interesting. Okay, let's see here where we're at now. We're gonna do links. You know what? Let's do. Kind of want to add the home page and the about page. Yeah, we're gonna in this first exercise. See, the thing is, I could create all the routes. Like, we could have an exercise. Okay, now we're gonna create all the routes, but then you would have to go here and type in recipients, and now you're over at recipients. That'd be just kind of annoying. I want to be able to just have links, and so I need to teach you links. But where do those links go? They need to go to different routes. So we need to like kind of do two things at once a little bit. But I think if we, let's look here. If we look at the finished version of this, what would it look like? Let's just come here. We'll do 3 solution routes. And here we go. Maybe I call this sibling routes. I think this should probably be the first step of the next exercise, but so then for exercise 1, step 3, solution app. So we have hello world, and we go to about. Oops. We end up on about. Yeah, this is totally borked. Yeah, I'll definitely need to fix that before we start teaching this workshop. I think this could fit as like the last step. Okay, now you've created a router, and look, now you can start making multiple routes. And we do teach, okay, here's how you create routes from elements. Here's how you can create siblings routes. You just use a fragment. I think it kind of makes sense. And then in the next step, we can have these two routes more fleshed out, and we say, okay, now I want you to link between them. That'll work. That'll work. And that way the next step can just be, now we're just talking about linking. Yeah, okay. So this is O3 problem, sibling routes. And create a fragment to contain both sibling routes. Just a div that says about with the path about. And then Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. That is sufficient for that. I feel like there was something I was thinking about. Oh, yeah, I want to write a test for this also. Uh-huh. Yep. And I wonder if this actually works. No, that's not what I meant. Epic Shop test. I just want to run this guy. Fails because about, yeah, it's about us, yeah. And actually, we want to be kind of forgiving anyway. There we go. Okay. Good, good, good. Now that should pass. No, it does not. Okay. Oh, we found 2 there again. Heading. Yeah, where's my test here? Get by role, heading name about. Try that. That should work now. Hooray. All right. Add sibling routes step. Okay, good. And so now we can make a new exercise. O2 linking. Read me, MDX, linking, finished, and I'm gonna copy this guy, stick it right here. This is O1 problem. No, we'll do solution. This is linking. Yeah, okay, and then for here, now I can go, hold on a second. This shouldn't be called sibling. Oh, yep, here we go. Linking, there we go. I was like, why is that sibling routes? Okay, so we're going to be linking just between the about and the home page. You know what? This should yeah. This is actually a real product you can find and use at creditex.app by Kent C. Dodds with Oh, markdown. Why no refer? I want to know. But the version you're looking at now is for workshop purposes only. There you go. Okay, so then if I come over here, we go to About. And that is correct. Very good. Very good. All right, so we have an actual about route. Link to go back to the home page. Whoop, hey look, our error boundary gave us something useful. What the heck? Oh. Let's do man, every time. Come on, there's got to be a way to do this. Oh, what I want is isn't there a way to make this like, oh, you know what? This probably isn't the full height. That's what we need. Okay, and then there we go. That's what we want. Do I need flex 1 and flex grow? I think I need flex grow. Yeah, but not flex 1. Okay, cool. And I don't know if I want it justified in. Yeah. Cool. So then you can go to about, you can go home. And that's all that we really care to have on here. Okay, good, 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 good. So then we look at our diff and we say for linking, we're gonna open, take that over here. Homepage, we're gonna also do that. And we're gonna put these files I don't like having all these layers of stuff unnecessarily, but having them there makes it a lot easier so that we're not moving files around. And I'm not here to teach you proper folder structure because we're not even using file system routing or anything, so maybe I'll just be okay. Come on. Got our icons. Got our routes. And here I could actually talk about the difference between link and A, and also how you can simulate link reload document. Yeah, okay. Yo, Alexander, what's up? Sorry, just noticed a message I'm gonna look at really quick. Okay. So I just want to, and this actually comes with the benefit of having external links, so that is cool. And then we have this link, and then the home page has this button link thing, which actually could be kind of handy. So let's come over here to our routes and say home page route. And then if we come over here, there we go. So there's no footer or anything. We just have to get started. That takes you to sign up. Yeah, because we don't have our layout, which was kind of intentional, but now, yeah, okay. So I think what we need to do is we have our app layout and our marketing layout. App layout has the header, marketing layout has the footer. So our next exercise, we will be taking these and extracting them out, moving things around a little bit so that we talk about nested routing. But for now, let's bring both of these in, and then we'll copy their contents directly into the home page. So here's our marketing layout. Where's the outlet? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Here we go. Yeah, okay, children. This will work out nicely. Then we can talk about outlets next. Okay. And actually, we'll have the app has a layout too. Ooh, will it be really confusing to have it all structured like this? I kind of feel like it would. So instead, we'll make this part of the marketing layout. We'll just call marketing layout. We'll just call it layout. Okay, there we go. So then we can go to about, we can go home. Yeah, okay. So we'll leave these like this, and then we'll say, hey, did you notice we've got an error and that just like looks bad? So we're gonna add our error boundary. That could be the next one. And then we get into nested routing. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and then our layout has a bunch of links. Okay, so let's see, routes. Right here, we can say, Kelly the coworker did this for you. You're welcome. Yeah, okay. So copy this. This will be our O1 problem. And we don't want this to be linked. Hannah 100 coming in as a bonus. Link Kent C. Dodds to his website. Yep, there we go. And yep, that is good. Maybe that's not even a bonus. Yeah, no bonus. I want you to do that. Okay, cool. And then good. So if I go back here, start this app, and we go to our about page, nothing is linked. What a tragedy that is. Okay, cool, good. And then a home page. Whoops. Wait. What? Do I have a? No, I don't. Ah. Thought for a second that I might have a quick key for that, but I do not. As a bonus, check out the implementation of button link. It's just a link with styles. Okay. Link this to sign up. Use variant secondary owl. A button link is our own component, and it's just a link that looks like a button. Okay, cool. So now if I can go home, which I can't do, here we go, and get started is right there. Okay, good. And then our layout. We're going to just say the same exact thing. Okay. Oh, and we want a link. Oops. Let's do span. There we go. That way they don't have to worry about the class name. Okay. No, we shouldn't have to do that anyway. Yeah, all that is useless. Oh dear. What have I done? I hope I didn't mess it up elsewhere. Yeah, no, it's fine. Everywhere else is fine. There we go. It's interesting, contact and about got squished up. We'll have to figure out why that happened. Oh, yeah, okay, I know why. There we go. Okay, good. Let me add a to-do. Also mention our button link component that wraps the link. Okay, don't want to forget that. Okay, well, cool. So we've got a bunch of things that go nowhere, and we want them to go somewhere. Kind of makes me feel like we could get into a nav link. Maybe, actually, maybe we split this up further, and we talk about the anchor tag separately. I think actually I need to start wrapping up, but I was thinking maybe we split this up. Helps to look at the diff sometimes. So here's everything that they're expected to do in this exercise. Link all of this stuff. It's just a bunch of linking, lots of linking. But we could take these and split it up. That's a different thing. All these links right here. Oops. And that would work pretty well. And that would give us an opportunity to talk about reload document and stuff like that. So let's do that. So this will be O2 solution, external links. O1 solution linking. And then we go over here and let's update the README here. There we go, and this one. Okay, and then we look at this about, here we go. Oops, O2, here we go. There we go. And then open this in app one. Gonna get rid of that and that. And that. There we go. So now this one's just about the link component. Kind of feel like maybe we should do this in the opposite order though. I do believe that's what we should do. That kind of stinks. Because then we can talk about, here is a regular anchor tag. We could actually split this into three. So here's a regular anchor tag. And in fact, we could put anchor tags on everything. And then in the next step, we switch the right links or switch the internal links to use the link component. And then step 3, we do the button link. And then maybe a nav link somewhere. Except we don't have a use case for a nav link currently. I suppose we could have a little dot appear next to the things at the bottom. So like if you're on the about page, have a little dot up here next to it or something. I just had a really funny thought. So I must post it. There you go. And now here I am on X, looking at my notifications. It really is such a dream. Look at this. This is what I'm looking at right now. It's the best. What's up, co-working bro? Nifty birds aren't real. I don't know what this post says, and the translation thing went away. Translate this for me, please. Isn't there a way to translate? Explain. Yeah, sure. I understand. Okay, there we go. Thank you. All right, see you later, Yuri. Have a good night. Okay. Yeah, I've got to rethink this exercise sequence. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start all over. This will be the finished thing. I'm not going to do a navlink thing. This is the finished one. So this is 03 solution custom link. And then here is our problem from the beginning. Problem external link or anchor tags or anchors. Here we go. There we go, anchor elements. And then we come here, get rid of link, and use anchor href. Get rid of the button link, anchor href. I want to see what that looks like. Probably like not good. Yeah, I feel way better about this. This is much, much better. So this is actually not the problem. This is the solution. So then we get into the problem. We look at here. Okay. Okay, good. And then here. Do I know any animation library to transition React components during conditional rendering? I use Framer for anything that I need to animate that I can't just use CSS animations for. I try to use CSS animations for as much as I possibly can, but yeah, sometimes you can't. So yeah, I use Framer. Yep, it's great. I don't do a lot with animations because I'm bad at it, if I'm being totally honest. I should probably get better at that, but it is what it is. Good grief. I just realized for a while my escape key, well, my caps lock key didn't work for some reason. I'm not totally sure what happened. And then it started working again. But in the time that it didn't work, I remapped my caps lock key to escape. And so during the time that didn't work, I just got used to hitting the escape key like normal again, which I hate. And now I just realized that I am still using the regular escape key instead of caps lock. Sorry, just responding to somebody who's asking me, here you can see this, about the preferred order for the mega bundle. Really depends on you and your goals. If you're working in old React code bases, then Epic React V1 would be a good one to start with. But if you don't plan on working in older React code bases, then I would probably skip that one altogether. If you need to get really good at testing, especially with Jest and Cypress, if you're already using those tools, then testing JavaScript is a good one to go with. But if you're using modern tools, then the workshop that Artem has will help you with most things, though we don't have as much from Artem on testing React components quite yet, so testing JavaScript will still be really helpful for that. I think it might not be getting Artem's name right. Yeah, Artem. If you already know React pretty well and you want to get straight into learning how to build full stack applications, then Epic Web Full Stack Workshop Series would be a good one to go with. But it does assume some React experience. If you want to get really good at React, then Epic React V2 is the way to go. There's not a particular order between the Epic Web Full Stack Series and Epic React V2, assuming you have some experience with React already. I don't need to say that. Hope that helps. Okay, what do you use for backend, or BE backend? You can check out the Epic stack. I use React Router v7. There's some Express in there, but not much. And eventually, when middleware hits React Router, then I'll probably get rid of Express altogether. And then, yeah, other than that, it's all just React Router. It's great. Very happy with it. Okay, let's see, like that. Where is, hold on a second. I don't think my family's home yet, but they should be. I'm gonna be taking my son to gymnastics here in just a minute, so what's going on? Okay, I think they're coming home. Yeah, they're on their way. Probably had to drop somebody off somewhere or something. Okay, well, let's finish this exercise really quick, and then we'll get into the next thing. Okay, good. Good. All right, so that takes care of this step. And then this is O2 solution, links. We're gonna change anchors. I'm trying to decide if there's a benefit to using a link with reload document. The link component from React Router has a reload document prop that allows you to do a full page refresh when you click on the link. Is there any benefit to using that over a regular anchor element? If I'm linking to an external site, is there any benefit? I'm pretty sure it's just going to say no. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, okay. That's pretty much what we're going to go with then. Okay, so we're going to say link here. Nope. Nope. Come on. You know what I want. Really? Not from React Router DOM. One of these days, the AI will learn React Router DOM is dead. It's not dead. It actually just re-exports from React Router. So deprecated, probably more appropriate term. Okay, good. And then problem links, this O2. Okay, and change this to a link. Okay, it's that, and then this one. That takes care of that one, and then this one. What? What's going on? What happened? Okay. Okay. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, good. Got all those all set. And then problem custom link. Why does it keep on doing that? Okay, custom link. Okay. Bring in button link from source component, and then change this to a button link. Okay, and then this one. And recipients, where's recipients? Right here. Okay, cool. Great. So let's just check the diff of each step, and then I'm gonna go. So first we go anchor tags everywhere. And we have notes for each one of these. Going from spans in some of these. Yep, and then there's adding instructions for the next exercise step, and then we there we go, it's better. Change these to links. Okay, I do want to see what it looks like when we're done changing the links, but then do that. Yeah, 1 second. Be right back. Okay, I gotta run. Man, I really wanted to. Okay, 1 second. This will be really, really fast. So this all looks good, and then there's that. Okay, so we need to see what we look like in the solution of this right here, because we're just gonna have a bunch of links. Yeah, it looks fine. Yeah, that looks fine. That one looks fine. Okay, gotta go. See ya, thanks.